How's it going, everyone? Baby Diamond 40 here, coming at you guys with another video. Today I have for you guys some hero test hands. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like the content that I bring into you guys. And don't forget to go ahead and click on that notification button to stay up to date with all of my future videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So we're going to go ahead and roll a dice to go ahead and see how many test hands I'm going to showcase for you guys today. Alright, let's see what our lucky number is for today. So it looks like we rolled a 3, so I'm going to be showcasing you guys 3 test hands today. So let's go ahead and start by shuffling up. You want to make sure this is completely random. I don't know how you guys prefer to shuffle your guys' decks, but I prefer doing 6 piles. Just ever since I can remember playing the game, I've always done it this way. And it just feels natural to me. Alright, let's give it a couple more shuffles. And we'll do one final cut. Alright, so these are going to be going first test hands. So we're going to start off with 5 cards. So what can we get? Okay, let's see, not too bad. Let's see what we can do with this hand. So obvious choice is, since we already opened up the mass change, we're going to go ahead and normal summon that Stratos effect to go ahead and search out a copy of your Ferris. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and discard your Shadow Mist to go ahead and special summon out your Ferris. And we're going to activate Ferris Chain Link 2, Shadow Mist Chain Link 1. So Ferris will place increase in your spell and trap card zone. And then Shadow Mist will add you... What do we have? What do we want to get in hand? Let's just go ahead and add that Liquid Soldier. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and tribute that Ferris to go ahead and special summon off that increase effect. There we are. Go ahead and summon out that Vion effect to go ahead and send a hero to the graveyard. We're going to go ahead and send our Malicious to the graveyard. And don't forget to go ahead and activate Vion's second effect. We'll go ahead and we'll get rid of that Shadow Mist to go ahead and add ourselves a Polymerization. Wherever it is, there we are. Alright, so that's what we have in hand so far. I'm going to go ahead and link summon using the increase and the Vion to bring out our Cross Crusader. And then Cross Crusader effect to go ahead and bring out our Malicious to the field. And let's see what we want to do from here. We're going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and activate Polymerization now, just to go ahead and get Sunrise on board. So we're going to use the Liquid Soldier and the Stratos to go ahead and bring out our Sunrise. We're going to do Sunrise Chain Link 2, Liquid Soldier Chain Link 1. So Sunrise is going to add us our Miracle Fusion, which I think was closer to the top. There we are, add our Miracle Fusion. And then we're going to go ahead and shuffle up so we can draw 2 and discard 1 through Liquid Soldier. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and draw 2, 1, 2. Oh, okay. Let's see what we want to get rid of. Wow. This is extremely tough. It's a very, very good hand. Not too sure, honestly. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pitch the Monster Reborn. Yeah, just because I want to go ahead and keep the E-Call for a follow-up play for next turn. Alright. So what do we want to do next? We still haven't used Cross Crusader's effect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use Crusader's effect, tributing off that Malicious to add ourselves a copy of a Dusted Gold to the hand. And then we're just going to immediately go ahead and pitch that Dusted Gold to add ourselves a Dark Calling. Alright, so this is what we have so far. And I'm gonna go ahead and activate my Miracle Fusion. You can save, I recommend we save either the Miracle Fusion or the Dark Calling for next turn. Don't use them both. But I just personally prefer having the Dark Calling to bring out a Bane for a follow-up play over Miracle Fusion. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and Miracle Fusion now. Banishing off the Liquid Soldier and the Stratos to add ourselves a absolute 0 to the board. All right, and let's see what we have now. Okay, so then we're gonna go ahead. You can actually bring back the malicious if you want, but I'd rather just leave it like this. And we already have the Honest Neos in hand, so we can just save the E-Call for next turn and the Dark Calling for next turn too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set them permanents here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and activate that Mass Change on the Cross Crusader to go ahead and bring us out a copy of our Masked Hero Darklaw. Alright guys, so now we have a Sunrise, Absolute Zero, and Darklaw on board with a set Infinite Impermanent. And in our hand, we still have our Honest Neos to go ahead and help protect any of our heroes. We have Dark Calling to bring out Bane on your next turn, and we also have E-Call, so you can go ahead and start your turn as well by either, bringing out a Stratos or any other hero that you may need next turn. And keep in mind, we still have our Malicious in our grave that we still have not used, so we can go ahead and use him as an extra body for next turn as well. So I think overall this is a pretty good opening board. Alright, let's go ahead and get into our second test hand. Again, I want to go ahead and make sure we shuffle up. Alright, then just add a couple more shuffles in here. And then one final cut. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so it looks like we opened up the Hero Lives. Alright, so let's see, what can we do? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with the Hero Lives, just in case if it gets Ashed or anything, we'll still have the Stratos. And since we already opened up the Stratos, I'm going to go ahead and special summon out that Shadow Mist. And I'm going to use Shadow Mist effect to add us a Mass Change to our hand. There we are. Alright. So now we're going to go ahead and... I'm just going to go ahead and activate the E-Call here. To add us, we're gonna go ahead and get the Liquid Soldier to the hand. Alright, so then we're gonna go ahead and normal summon that Stratos effect. To go ahead and bring out your Ferris to your hand. Alright, then we're gonna go ahead and actually pitch that Liquid Soldier to special summon Ferris to the field. Ferris effect to place Increase in our spell and trap card zone. Then we're going to go ahead and use Increase effect, tributing the Ferris to special summon itself to the field. And then Increase effect will bring out our Vion. There he is. And then Vion will go ahead and send our Malicious to the graveyard. And then we'll go ahead and activate Vion's second effect. We'll go ahead and banish that Ferris to add our Polymerization to our hand. Alright, so we have this in hand. From here, we're going to go ahead and link summon using the Increase and the Vion to bring out our copy of Cross Crusader effect. We'll go ahead and special summon out that Malicious, and we're not going to use Crusader effect to tribute that Malicious just yet. From here, we're actually going to go ahead and Polymerization away that Malicious and the Stratos to bring out our Sunrise. Then we're going to use a sunrise effect to add ourselves a miracle fusion to our hand. There it is. All right. So what to do next? Okay, so we're actually going to have to use our miracle fusion, and we'll go ahead and use Stratos and our liquid solder to bring out our absolute zero. And then we'll go ahead and liquid solder's effect will activate, so we'll draw 2. Well, I don't think I actually shuffled my deck afterwards, so let me go ahead and shuffle that before I draw those 2. Even though drawing a dust of gold would have been really good. Alright. So we'll go ahead and draw 2, and obvious choice here is discarding that increase. Alright, so we want to go ahead and get Plasma on board. So we're going to have to go ahead and burn our Malicious in our graveyard, so banish it to bring out our second copy from the deck. Alright, so from here, I'm going to go ahead and tribute off the Absolute Zero, the Malicious, and the Cross Crusader to bring out our Plasma to the field. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and set our Solemn Judgment. We're going to set our Mass Change, and we're going to keep our E-Call in our hand for a follow-up play for next turn. But what we're going to do next is we're just going to go ahead and end our turn. On our opponent's turn, we're going to go ahead and activate the Mass Change on the Shadow Mist. That way we can get its effect again. We'll bring out that Dark Law, and then Shadow Mist will go ahead and add us our Honest Neos to our hand. So that's a pretty good board. We have the Dark Law, the Plasma, and the Sunrise on board with protection in Honest Neos. And if for some reason your opponent opened up something extremely broken, we also have our Solemn Judgment to go ahead and add an extra protection in that. So overall, unless your opponent opened up really good, I think you won this game. Okay guys, so we're off to our final and last test hand of the day. I hope you guys have been enjoying this video so far, and that I hope it has been very helpful to you guys as well. I'll be doing another test hand video soon as well, but this time I'll be showcasing you what you guys can do in the situation if we open up double Malicious, Increase, and or Vion. I know we hate to see that happen, but it does happen every now and then, so we got to be prepared for those situations. Let's give it a couple more good shuffles. Alright, and then one final cut for good luck. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so this hand is actually really good, and we open up the Mass Change, so we already have our way to get to Dark Law. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and discard that Shadow Mist to special summon the Ferris. And I'm not going to activate Shadow Mist effect. We'll go ahead and use Ferris effect to bring out Increase. This is also another reason why you should run 2 Increase, because we opened up the other one. Without this second Increase, this play wouldn't be able to happen. We'll go ahead and tribute off that Ferris to special summon out that Increase. And then Increase effect, we'll special summon out that Vion to the field. Vion will send Malicious to the graveyard. And then we'll go ahead and activate Vion's second effect, banishing that Ferris to add ourselves a Polymerization to the hand. There we are. Okay, so from here we're going to go ahead and link away those 2 to bring out our Cross Crusader. And we'll use Cross Crusader's effect to bring out our Malicious. Alright, so from here we're going to go ahead and tribute off that malicious to add... I think I'm going to go with the liquid soldier. Yes, the liquid soldier. And then I'm going to go ahead and normal summon that liquid soldier since we haven't normal summoned yet this turn. Liquid soldier's effect, we'll go ahead and special summon Shadow Mist to the field. And since we still have a new Shadow Mist effect, we'll go ahead and add our copy of Mass Change to the hand. Alright. So from here, let's see, we're gonna go ahead and... what do I want to do? We're gonna go ahead and polymerization away. I think I'm gonna do the increase in hand and the liquid solder. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that to bring out a copy of Sunrise to the board. And we're gonna, since we already used liquid soldier's effect, we can't use it again. We'll use Sunrise effect to add our Miracle Fusion to our hand. Alright, so that's what we have so far. Then I'm going to go ahead and see what are we going to do here. We're going to go ahead and banish our malicious in the graveyard to special summon our last malicious from the deck. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and mass change that malicious to bring out our Mass Hero Darklaw. Okay, so this is what we have so far. We have two options that you can do here. So you can either activate the Miracle Fusion now and banish away the let's say the increase and the liquid soldier. Doesn't really matter who, to bring out our absolute zero to the field. And then we'll also be able to go for another Darklaw. But I just feel that's overextending and we don't really need to go ahead and do that. So I'd rather just go ahead and hold on to the Miracle Fusion for next turn for a follow-up play. So right now we're just going to go ahead and set the Solemn Judgment. We're going to go ahead and set the Mass Change as well. And then we're going to go ahead and end our turn. On your opponent's turn, we're going to go ahead and Mass Change our Shadow Mist to bring out your second Darklaw. And then we're going to go ahead and use Shadow Mist effect as well. You can either add the Honest Neos or the Dusted Gold, but we're going to go ahead and go on the defensive since we already have a follow-up play in Miracle Fusion. I'm going to go ahead and take that Honest Neos. Alright. So now your opponent is going to have to out double Darklaw, a Sunrise, and a set Solemn Judgment as well. And get through your Honest Neos in hand. And like I said, for some reason, if they manage to out your entire board, you'll still have a Miracle Fusion as a follow-up play to bring out your Absolute Zero. And you'll also be able to use Liquid Soldier's effect that next turn as well to go ahead and draw 2 and discard 1. Alright guys, go ahead and leave a big thumbs up down below if you enjoyed the video. Drop a comment as well on whether or not you guys think I did a good job, or if there was anything that you guys would have done differently. I appreciate any and all feedback to help both myself and the hero community become more knowledgeable on how to better play this deck. And last but not least guys, go ahead and support the channel by hitting that subscribe button. By you guys subscribing to me, it lets me know that I'm doing a great job at bringing you guys amazing Yu-Gi-Oh videos. And if you guys are planning on picking up any of these cards for your very own hero deck, go ahead and click on my TCG player affiliate link down below in the description. Anything does help guys. And one last note, don't forget to join my giveaway if you guys haven't already. It is completely free to join, and you guys will have the opportunity to win some very cool prizes. I hope you guys are staying safe out there, and Baby Dragon 48 out.